Hey everybody, welcome back to my part 2 deck profile video. I'm your host Siren Frost, and this is going to be now an update video for Diabolos Viamance Bruce. Now, keep in mind you guys, this deck is still a little tricky for me because I've never really played much with this deck. I've done a few deck profiles here and there for him, because why the hell not? And I believe this is the build where Danji... Now, in my last video, I did say that Megumi was fighting against Danji, and then Danji versus Megumi. So this is going to be the build that I think would be comparable to his match against Megumi when she was a uniformer at the time in her greenhouse. Now, this is where it gets kind of fucked up for Danji in a quick background story. Danji in this episode in this season was kind of like stagnant. He did help Yu get stronger against the uniformers, but in the end, that's a whole different story for that one. But the point is, Danji was under investigation, trying to find the missing card fighters in the uniformers by making a promise to Michiru. And then, when Michiru became a uniformer himself, and facing against Danji, and then Danji won against Michiru, Michiru ended up going into a comatose state where, of course, Danji didn't keep his promise about helping him, but now he's going to keep his promise to help the other card fighters become stronger. Okay, noted. And you guys can argue about what you want, or the fan service can also just say this too, is that there's a love triangle between Michiru, Danji, and Yu. But I seriously kind of doubt that's ever going to happen because, one, they're both... Danji and Michiru are older than Yu, and Yu's just a kid. Now, I know you're all probably thinking, like, oh, can Danji and Yu end up together? No. Can Michiru and Yu be together? No. Can Samuel and Yu be together? Fuck no. And I'm not just saying that because to be mean, I'm just saying, like, well... Samuel is literally an adult. Like, literally an adult. He would get in trouble, and plus he's kind of a cop. He's an FBI agent, or a cop. So, no! let's not go. You guys are like, silly. Like, no. But anyways, off the topic a little bit, sorry. But anyways, this is the deck profile that I think would be comparable in his match against Megumi. I've seen some bit of videos here and there. Now, there's one thing here I'm going to say. If you're all kind of hoping I'm going to do a video with featuring Drawjewel as one copy, no. I'm sorry, but no. This deck is strictly Diabolos, and it's strictly Spike Brother related kind of thing. So, let's just jump right in the video. So, of course, we're using Matt for a grade 0, Steve for a grade 1, Richard for a grade 2, and of course... Diabolos Viamance Bruce. So the new Bruce. So that's what I choose. And of course we are using Team Daybreak sleeves because, you know, he's still on Team Daybreak. So technically he's still on that team. But he's still a good friend now with Yu and the others. So there's a little thing there. Now, also... keep in mind as well, I've also added some of my own personal cards that I think that is more comparable to this deck as well. I mean, more of a nice little flair to it. So if you guys are hoping to see Galgamel for Overtrigger, can't relate. He's to me old news, but I also use him if in case I need a spare. So for our triggers, we have 2 Ariannas for our heals, 1 Eufha, and 1 Uania for our heals. We have 2 Rileys for our draws, 3 MaiMais, and 4 Steam Deviant Dragons for our 7 criticals, 2 Natalias for our 2 fronts, and 1 Vamfrieze for our overtrigger of choice, because personally, this is my trigger choice of my Dark State decks. Because I personally love how the design is. Galgamel is just dead and buried. This one's more alive and kicking. So, that's why I chose him. If you guys don't like it, tough shit. And also, there's a little bit more I forgot to tell you about this deck as well, but I think you all know what this deck actually can do. This basically, so Danji's been getting into a lot of fights ever since he was younger, obviously. And he also likes to pick fights. So that's why. So, in contrast to this deck has a lot of power-up moments to it. Depending on the final rush and the final burst kind of series, so there's a bit mixing intertwined. So they're both the same goddamn thing, but still. When you hit final rush, all bets are off. When you hit final burst, it's like screaming, nice knowing you, bitch. Now, on to grade 1s. How many are we using actually? Give me one. Oh, we are using 16 grade 1s. Okay, yes. Okay. Work. So, of course, we're still using 4 Stefanies. So, 4 Stefanies. Let me see if we can just get them right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but hopefully. So, 4 Stefanies, 4 Heidis, and this is from the set 10 collection. So, I don't know if I told you guys this. When this unit boosts, if you are in final rush, this unit gets 5,000 power until the end of the turn. So, this is good for back row because every football player needs to have a cheer girl. So, there you go. Next, for the last one we have is Diabolos Girls Trish. If you are in final rush, this unit gets 5,000 power to the attack and 5,000 power to the shield. So, again, these 3 ladies right here alone is filling the deck up with nothing but power-hungry men. Grade 1s are women, grade 2s are females, and grade 3s are like the all-star ball breakers, pretty much. Now, my perfect card of choice for 3 copies is Repelled Malice Dragon, similar in honor of Michiru, because Michiru now uses this particular complete guard. And again, this is not me simping over Michiru or Danji, as much as I think Danji's very sexy underneath that shirt, but that's just me. I mean, I don't even see him how often he takes off his shirt. And don't even worry about it. And again, anyways, moving along, we're also playing 1 Elementaria Sanctitude for our 4th, technically a complete guard, but still a fair blunt order. Almost a blunt. I'm not, I swear to God to you guys, I'm not high when I'm doing these videos. If I was, you'd be like, you hear me a lot more fucked up. So yeah, that is my grade 1s. Now, here comes the grade 2 lineup. For this one here alone, we have 11 grade 2s. Now, for our new one, we have the new one from the set 12 collection. This is 4 copies of Diabolos Rapid Carrier Gino. Now, Gino's skill is a front row skill. When your Vanguard attacks, if you are in final burst, Soul Blast 2 cards. For every 2 cards in your damage zone, choose one of your rear guards in the same column as this unit and stand it. If you stand 2 units, they get 5,000 power until the end of the turn. Front row. At the end of the, and the other skill is, at the end of your turn, if you're in final rush, put this unit into soul, choose a normal unit from your soul, and you put it into your hand. So, you can take 1 card back if you want to, and all that stuff. So, depending on what you kind of use in that situation. The next one we have, we're still using 4 copies of Diabolos Heavy Launcher Patrick. This is for a final burst effect, and this one allows you to stall some time with your opponent. Like, if you're in final burst, your opponent has to call 2 or more units to the Guardian Circle from their hands. So, it reduces their hand size, and it forces them to guard even more. So, there you go. Finally, we're playing 2 copies of Diabolos Knuckler Jamil. Again, this is a final burst card. So, we are upgrading up to most of the final bursts, because Viamance Bruise is final burst. There you go. So that is my grade 2 line of choice. And then finally, for our grade 3s, we're playing 3 more copies of Bruce, just for persona rideability. And then 4 copies of Julian from the set 8 collection. Or, sorry, set 6. I'm sorry. Set 6. So that's just what I chose. I feel like this is a good way to open up more rush things, a little bit more heavy hitters. If there's another grade 3 you guys think that are more comparable, just let me know in the comments down below. I think I'm open to more ears. I really want to try to do the grade 4 Bruce, but I don't think grade 4 Bruce really needs this deck all that much. Per se. Oh, and before I did forget, yes, in the end, Danji did win against Megumi and restored her back to Team Blackout. So, there you go. But that is it for the update video, you guys, on this channel. And that's it for Deck Profile Weekly for my channel. If you guys have any questions whatsoever about the deck itself, or ask me what kind of units you think is best, leave it down in the comments down below. And if you guys do like the content I do create on the channel, please subscribe, thumbs up for the channel, comment down below, and rate, and just show some love for the channel, because I do actually love doing these videos for you guys. It's not a joke, it's not just a publicity stunt, it's not a clickbait, it's just, I actually do love making deck profiles a lot. In fact, that's why I decided to take upon all the D-Series collections, or at least trying to the best I can, even though the promos are hard to get. There are certain cards that are hard for me to get because of how expensive they are, but I still actually genuinely love doing these videos, and that's not a lie. Anyways, you guys, that is it for the video, and you guys be safe out there. I hope your new year starts off a little bit better than what mine went through, because unfortunately mine kind of hit rock bottom and scraping above the barrel, below the barrel a little bit, but I'll rise back up like a phoenix. And if it's snowing in your guys' area, please be out there, drive safe, and watch out for black ice, because we don't want any accidents. And be safe out there, make good choices in your life, and don't let anybody tell you how to, live your life, and just live your life the best you can, and just have a good time with it. And for those of you who like playing Vanguard, just keep on loving it, and if you like playing it, just keep playing it. So, it's all good. As always, you guys, I have been your faithful host, Siren Frost. Until next time, have a good night, and see you later.